any passing offense.
Red zone opportunity. Into the inside the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Plenty of scoring here already. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Lacey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A play fake to start. Now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
And Crosby puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board.
What's going on, boy?
The defense, I think they're high-fiving each
Over here
other.
playing this nigga beard game. I'm about to dig in his ass. Yeah. He the giant. Yeah, I know. I ain't even know you had the bitch already. But you can watch the game, though.
Here's the giant offense now as they get ready to take over.
Yeah,
yeah. Something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
Yeah, I post, man. I had to work, though. I wanted to get in that shit so bad, but I had to hit the clock, though.
Had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Damn.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And now the ball comes out.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, you gotta come watch the game, dog. Come watch the game, dog.
Give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points.
I'm broadcasting. It's over with, dog. It's touchdown, boy. Touchdown, nigga. Don't never count me out, boy. You know how I rock. How did they go on YouTube say, pretty boy rock him? What are you challenging? That's forward pass, bro. Oh, you trying to spot on the ball, bum. Touchdown. Look at that big boy run that thing and out. Let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
But it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really
confident.
12-10.
Yeah, yeah.
All of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right.
Yeah, gotta see you, dog.
Back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here.
Yeah, I see your icon out there.
Now with a new rule, as he's down at the 15.
Hey, but I'm see, you can talk shit. I'm gonna take the take my headset off so I can hear you through the TV. I think if I can, I think I can. Yeah, let me see.
Kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent block. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They come up in an offset eye. They run again with Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Crosby puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 2 field goals now for Crosby, a man who became the Packers' all-time leading scorer last year, topping the mark set by Ryan Longwell.
And as you know, Lambeau Field is not an easy place to kick field goals, especially when you get into December and January. But Crosby's been a steadying influence on some real good Packers teams.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Underneath for Jennings. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From midfield, here's Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a New York 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Looking to defensively. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Rodgers will handle Lacey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this one is incomplete. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead. We resume action here in quarter number 3. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
You know as well as I do, it's really important to get Odell Beckham Jr. involved early. And that's the first time that Eli Manning was able to find him, and we're in the second half.
You think he and Eli maybe had some words on the sideline? Hey, let's get on the same page?
Without a doubt, because they know that kick starts their team. That gets them going, and now they have to do it again and again as we go down the stretch.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
This is Jennings. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick. First down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. Here's Jennings, and he's got room. It's a pickup of 14 there, and the Giants are going to get a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. And his throw here is incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And it'll be 3rd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
He's got Cruz complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Into the red zone now. Manning. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Manning. To Vereen out in the flat. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Shane Vereen from 17 yards out. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Eli's going to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. On first down, Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers again now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop, you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy close man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Caught left side by Cobb. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
319! 319!
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Brown to add on the extra point. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, My list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you...
And the ball is knocked out, and he finds Cook. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And New York set to take the field. To throw is Manning. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Beckham, the lone receiver right. Now Manning throwing on second down, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Giants do snap it. It's Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
So that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. On second down, here's Rodgers. Out to the flat for Lacey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. Off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Still second down.
They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it third down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing is Manning on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up fourth.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. On the return, it's Hyde. And there's a flag on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
First down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Rodgers again here on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Throwing is Manning. A screen here to Vereen. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And they're going to try for the fourth down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. Manning indeed going for it on fourth. He's got Cruz complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch left. Stop right there.
Manning gonna throw here. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Manning. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout signal here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they will line up now for the two-point try.